Well, when I first was diagnosed in 2014, and I got the news from my doctor that I was not only HIV positive, but I was on the brink of AIDS. Um, as you can imagine, the news was overwhelming. Um, I never thought I would get HIV, and I never thought I'd be as sick as I was at that moment when I was diagnosed. Um, I was in shock at first with the diagnosis. First and foremost, I was shocked by where my numbers were, and I thought I was going to die. Um, I didn't see much of a future with the numbers that were presented to me. But in the beginning, I guess I went through a depression. It was kind of a severe depression, and I didn't know where to turn. And I don't recall, as I told you before, how I how I how I got connected with the Alliance. But not only did I get positive reinforcement that I was going to be okay, they were there to help me through all the processes that I needed. I didn't have Medicaid at the time. I was I had got Medicaid. Um, there was a lot of things I didn't that were not in place when I was newly diagnosed that the Alliance actually helped secure for me. So again, I went from, I guess you would say, a severe depression over the news and the potential outcome, um, to accepting not only the diagnosis of having HIV, but knowing the fact being I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. But it was a long road before the depression from it lifted, and again I was okay, and it was it really was the Alliance giving me positive reinforcement, and telling me that I'm not alone. It was like you walked the journey with me, and but my outcome today is 100% positive. Um, and I really owe that to the Alliance for giving me that reinforcement, knowing that I'm going to be okay. When I was when I was at my wit's end, can't figure this out on my own. Um, that's when I called Randy. Well, I got in touch with Randy through my therapist, and Randy was here within a week. He sat on my couch. He reassured me that I was going to be okay, and I sat here and cried with him. What Randy did for me that day was he not only assured me that I'm going to be secure in my housing, but I was going to be okay. Um, and as I said, I sat here and cried with him because it was like a weight, severe weight that was lifted off of my back. Um, and that's what the Alliance did for me. So